some coffee?
I do.
Let's go get some. I'm gonna take a break.
It's a portable outdoor garage. I got this off Amazon. It was about $349. And they offered a warranty with it. So I got that too. It's like covered for 3 years if anything happens to it. So I think we'll have our house, and my garage is actually going to be built back in the woods on that area. I'm going to clear that and put a garage. So until we get the garage up, tools, my tractor, other stuff will be in there. I started with the shed thinking, wow, that would be a great idea. So that's kind of where we have storage of our dining room stuff and everything. Right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this assembled. But I'm looking at these. Looking at these, they all seem to be pretty much the same. Same thing on the inside here. Well, the instructions are a little messed up in this one, aren't they now? All right. So it ought to be nice with the windows in it. A 10 by 20 car canopy. I thought we would put a tarp on the ground here. So the tools, all that I have in here, I can take this tarp. It's a little bit wider than, it should be a little wider than the inside. So I might be able to bend this up on the sides. Any water will go underneath it. And all my tools and everything I have stored in here for the next 6 to 8 months till we get this built should be fine. So usually everybody sees me wearing gloves. I don't wear my leather gloves because they're a little bit too big for this job, but they give some gloves. Now, it does come with these stakes right here. They're plastic. They don't feel very strong. They might be, I mean, they may be wonderful, but I think I'm going to go for something that's metal, a little bit longer, and just has a bit more bite into the ground. Even this ridge pole's solid on this unit. I really like this one. Box is what Karen really wants. All right, so brought you into the other view. So I have a lot of this draped over. I'm gonna put 2 more of these little ball bungees down there. This should hold everything in place momentarily. Gonna work. Have to get Jennifer to help me with this part.
Dinner.
And that's dinner. I gotta lift this wall over here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Put the walls on, the front, the back, and all right, everybody's touching the ground now. Well, this is gonna be exciting here. For our next step, we're gonna put that back wall on. I'll probably setting it on the piece. I'm not great. One of these on each end. I'll probably just pick back up tomorrow evening. So I got the back wall up, and we'll put one of these side walls on when I'm not up on the ladder. End wall here is on. So far, I mean, assembly's been pretty easy. It says 2 people should put it together, but Jen's working on some other things around here. So the only part I really needed help with was when I had to lift the other side up to put the legs on. But as soon as I get that other side up, we'll come back in. This wall is up, and I went ahead and I put this wall up first just so I could kind of see how it went together before we did one recording it. I mean, it's real nice how this holds together. Well, first thing you do is you determine which is your outside, and on anything like this old stuff, the seam, where you see the seams, is always the inside. The hell was that? I'm telling you, when I first moved here, there was nobody. And it's like we're turning into a city. City people come saying they want to get out of the city, but they just bring it with them. All right, so the same as on the other sides. You have to lift this off because there's a Velcro right here and the opposing side here. Set the camera right here. See if we can catch some of my frustration. There, that'll catch all of my frustration. And then there's a bungee on the inside that holds all of it down. Again, the hook's in the wall. And this is the inside. But what we're working on right now is our garden. Now, last year's garden was this very small area, and I'll kind of maybe mark this out on the screen for you. But this was our garden last year, just this very small area. This year I cut down some trees up at the top. Now, as you notice, we have a really sloping hill, and last year erosion in the garden was horrible. That's why we have such deep furrows, was to stop the erosion. This year we thought, well, since we have to cut down so many trees, a lot of these trees are sweet gum. So what we're going to work on today is we're going to be splitting logs out of this piece of sweet gum. And it's a half-half. I'm cutting down into the log about 3 inches, and then I'm using wedges to separate the rest of this. And this is probably a 16-foot log that I have right here. So we'll see how this process goes. For this process right here, always wear gloves. We're making a little bit of progress here with the pen, getting the coop up. We've had some pretty rough weather. We've had a week of nice weather though, but when you have to work, it goes a little slower. You'll see in this video coming up, we run out of time. We had to move the ducks prematurely. We had to kind of get things going inside the pen. So if, you know, it's great to see those videos where everything just lays right out and works perfect and smooth. But Jennifer and I, we're pretty much going to show you the real deal in life. And life happens, and that's what happened. These guys kept growing and we weren't ready. So we just had to bust our ass one night, and you'll get to see, I think we have that in the video too.
Yeah, we do.
We like busting our butts one night trying to get all of this done so that we could move the ducks. And then we spent the same amount of time getting the other side ready so we can move the chickens and make the whole pen like a brooding area. Again, it's not what we wanted, it's what we had to do for what we were given. So enjoy this video. I hope you enjoyed the last video. Comment below, let us know if there's anything you'd like to see or anything that we could change to make it better for you.
And we're close to finishing now. He's just doing the ramps right there. You see he's working on the ramps. And we're going to get the ramps in, open the door, and let them see how they enjoy
the end of this video here.
Yes.
We'll just end with the ducks coming out and seeing how they enjoy the yard.
Okay.
In between storms and the cold, we went ahead, we started putting some of the sides up. And what we're doing is we're attaching the tin straight to these metal poles as well, so that it all becomes one giant structure. Everything relies on each other. Some posts in the ground. I'm going to put one here, put one here, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And that's going to give us something a little stronger to hold our wire to. Before you put this panel on, this last panel, the wall on this side, you want to make sure you get your wire started right in here. Something else we're going to do is I'm going to put some insulation in this wall, because ducks like to lay on the floor. This side's closer to the ground so it will stay warmer. And then we're going to put what's that called, that Flex Seal. We're going to use that Flex Seal rubber paint. We're going to do the floor. It's going to be almost like a giant bathtub where the ducks are.
Because it's nasty.
Then when it's time to clean this unit out, everything in here will lift up. The floor will be bare. And we have a catch down here where we can put all of our the hay, the straw, you know, the feces, all that goes up into the garden. It's going to make our garden a lot better. So we'll go ahead and we'll get this on time lapse from here and show you guys our progress this evening. Well, how do you like that? Make sure you check the door before you open it.
I am.
Well, somebody already pooped on the floor. Hey there! There you go.
Come on.
Hey, duckies.
All right, guys. Let's try our new home. Hi, baby.
Hey, baby girl.
Come on. Yeah, I know.
Come here, Maud.
You pick up Maud?
Yeah, I do. She's bigger than the others.
You got Maud? Come on. That's the last one. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go.
You guys not happy about your new roommates? No.
Okay, so that's what the ducks look like now. And this is their new roommate. So they just got moved into their chicken pen. And I'll have some pictures in a bigger video. That might be mold over there.
It is.
Yeah. She's checking things out. This is mold in the corner.
And then there's Maud. And then there's Maud.
And then Monica is, where's Monica? I think that's her. She's all bald and everything. She's pretty skinny. She might be, I'm trying to see which one's eyeballing me the worst. That's usually her.
Go ahead and start getting this ground busted up. This is kind of what I'm dealing with at the moment. And this is mainly sand. So it might till up for me. Hopefully, if it doesn't till up tonight, I'll be able to come up here tomorrow and get it tilling. So let's get to that. All right, Gracie's decided she's going to inspect the work. How's it look, Gracie? We ready to let the ducks out? As I mentioned earlier, these birds have been getting big quick, much quicker than anticipated. So what I thought we would do is kind of get this area rigged. And like I said, this isn't all beautiful right now. I'll come in here, I got to still rake this up, and I'm going to put some dirt on this end. Well, come on, Gimpy. The one in front, we call her Gimpy. Again, this is going to be a hash or a slab to Purina. I was feeding the Purina food, and we found out that our ducks had a nice deficiency, but we're feeding the Purina duckling formula. Hey, ladies.
This smells nasty, guys. It's wet.
Oh yeah, no more water in there.
It's wet chips and duck poop and piss. And it's got to be clean. This is Winchester. That's my little boy. Winnie is that one in the corner over there with the bright yellow.
The other chickens really don't have names yet, but these two, that one right there and the brown one next to her, Monica and Maud, they both had attitude from the time they were little peeps. Now, see, once I level this right here, this side here, like I said, we're going to put the two boards in, we're going to retain, we're going to raise the level in here, and I'm either going to get a kiddie pool or I'll use that black pool that we've been using for them.
What is it? What? No, you can't bother the chickens come out here. We already talked about
That's
this.
right, the chickens are, yes.
No, this is communal property, right? This means it's everybody's. Everybody shares space code right here. We talked about sharing,
Right.
okay? You're not in a closed-in space anymore.
Now, little girl, you got the hang of it. Boys, look at her. She's over there scratching that dirt and walking back and looking.
She's been ready to come out. She's probably the one that's been escaping every day. Every day we've been having at least five come out. So now they can come out.
Look at her go. She's having the time of her life right there. You level that dirt out for me, little girl.
Don't do it. Leave it. They're enjoying the dark. They found their food.
Yeah. All right.